Oh, hello. So, this is my first YouTube video. I don't really know how to start an intro. Um, but yeah, in today's video, we'll be restoring Dell's 2007 or 8, Dell Latitude D520. This was a budget business laptop. It was shipped with Windows Vista or XP. And there were two options for CPUs. They had, either a Celeron, or a Core 2 Duo, which I was lucky enough to get the Core 2 Duo model for only $30 on eBay. So, pretty win. Thing, not the best cosmetically, but I will be restoring this. We'll be turning it into a good gaming rig. I'll install some good games on it, and yeah, let's cut to me taking it apart. Alright, so this is a video of me unpacking it. Basically, I just took this for the seller because, it's the $30 laptop, so, maybe he sent me a bucket full of bricks, or a box full of bricks. Anyways, he packaged this extremely well. It was crazy, like, lots of padding, all this stuff, like, you can just see. So, props to that dude. Anyways, yeah, you guys can just watch me unbox it, I guess. One thing I don't understand is why he packaged the charger in its own box, which I don't know, that was a little unnecessary. Yeah. Alrighty, this is it after I got it out of the box. It looks mostly just like dirty, screen smudged up. Obviously, the Windows XP logo, like that shows, oh, Windows XP is on this laptop, was really messed up. So luckily, I had a spare sticker from the spare. Yeah, I just had a spare sticker lying around. I ended up replacing that later, but I don't have it on film, so yeah. It's also really dirty, smudged up on the top. The scratches on the top I can't fix. But yeah. Alright, so I already edited out my voice, but I'm just gonna do a voiceover. This is the drive I'm planning on putting in it. Anyways, turns out I was wrong. It originally, right now, it has a 160 gigabyte SATA hard drive in it, and I'm gonna upgrade it with a 250 gigabyte hard drive, and I plan to dual boot Windows XP and Windows Vista. So yeah, here you can see these things are pretty simple to take apart. We got you take off the power button flat, and then you unscrew things. Also, I actually break off the key here, and later I don't have a video of it, but I ended up fixing it, kinda. So here you can see the heat sink, fan. You see the DVD drive slot. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's basically it. I don't really know how to voice over that well. I go to unplug the power connectors for the screen. Um, and then I didn't really fully figure it out because it's slightly different. Right now I'm taking the heatsink off, and I will tell you that looking at the thermal paste, it was still kind of wet, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And there you can see a massive fucking dust bunny I just pulled out of there. You can see it in the right side, just next to my speaker, but if you want, you can rewind and pause it. Anyways, I go in with a brush and rubbing alcohol to kind of clean the dust from the fan, and I take a Q-tip and rubbing alcohol to clean thermal paste and stuff. Here I'm scraping it off because it's so freaking hard to get off. Ignore my fucking hair on the screen. Anyways, I go to replace it and stuff. And yeah. I'm just about halfway through me fixing it. I just finished putting thermal paste on it. It's time to reapply the heatsink, and there we go. This is me checking the RAM because at the time I didn't know what it was. So it said 1 GB, so I'm assuming the other stick is 1 GB. But yeah. Then another thing, the PC card slot, it had a little like plastic insert, you know? It was missing, and luckily I had a spare one for my 505, and it fit perfectly. And it said Dell, so it's good enough. I'm not gonna track down exactly the 520 model. It probably looks slightly different. Here you can see I'm cleaning the keyboard. I try to get the key back on. Unsuccessful here, but yet again, later I am able to get it. I don't have video of me getting it to work. But turns out I literally broke it. So I was able to get like the two hooks at the top of the little like part to get on. But then I just put a dab of super glue and super glued it to the rubber part. And it works. Now it looks slightly like elevated. But other than that, it functions fine. Then here I go to clean like the little power button part. I guess you could say it's like a little. I don't even know what to call this. But yeah, the power button's slightly faded. I thought I could use a spare 505 model power button part on this one because it's a little scratched up. That doesn't fit. There's a DVD drive. The DVD drive is toast. It doesn't read DVDs, only CDs. I don't have video of it. I replaced the clock capacitor because or the clock battery because sorry, I'm getting mixed up with the Xbox because I didn't have it on hand at the time. There's a hard drive. Here I go swapping it out. I unscrew the caddy, and then I was confused because usually there's supposed to be one, two, three, four screws, but there's only two. So yeah. I'm inserting the new hard drive. There we go, and yeah, there we go. Yeah, and then I screwed them. Yeah. Now I'm inserting it there. I'm going to insert the DVD drive. I open it back up. I take out the thermal pad that got stuck in there. Do one last sort of like brush to get the little layer of dust out. Here I go, putting the keyboard back on. And yeah, so I screw it back on. In a few seconds, I'm about to put the power button back on. But yeah, there we go. I'm putting the power button back on, or like it's like the plastic thing. This was yeah, the one on the bottom you can see was the one from the 505 I was considering swapping the power button with because it was like the one for the 520 was scratched. Here I am scrubbing the mouse pad and the like palm place where you place your palms and stuff. But yeah, I go in with the towel. I do the top. The top is also scratched. It did look a little better after cleaning it, but there's scratches in the plastic, so. Surprisingly, the battery still does hold the charge for a 20-year-old battery. Right in there, I just put in my spare battery. Let's see. Does it power on? Or do I not power it on? Oh, that was my bad. I must have. Oh, I remember now. I'm voicing this over as I remember. I was getting Windex in some orange cleaner. That's what my family calls it. I've had it in my house. The orange cleaner is a degreaser, and it did help with the thing. The purple toothbrush is something I use for like getting into crevices and stuff. There I go in with more Windex. But yeah. And then this is me trying to get the key back on, but then my tripod falls over. Hey, Future Alex here, or my YouTube name. I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah, so that hard drive was dead. Turns out it was just dead. I guess I dropped it previously, but it was from a Xbox 360. And they both use SATA connections, so I had a bunch. Anyways, unfortunately, my dumbass ended up deleting the only recording I had of me installing the OS. Also, I ended up keeping the original hard drive, because turns out it was actually faster than the one I would have put in it. It was 700 RPMs compared to 7,500. So, I ended up putting Windows Vista on it instead of XP. But yeah, it's like really easy to pirate operating systems now. I ain't paying for shit on eBay for an operating system. Anyways, yeah. Alright, so now here we comes to video games. What game should we install on the Windows Vista laptop? So I have a few come in mind, obviously early 2000s games. So, first we can start off with ones I have obtained legally. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down. We have The Sims. This I got at Goodwill. It's the medieval version. Then we have this, which I received free from a buddy. I've never played it, but yeah. Then we have, that's open. Then we have Clancy Splinter Cell. This one I have played. It's really good. I played it on I think it was the PS2 or it was some console. I know, or I played one of the Tom Clancy's. But yeah, this is actually a really fun game. I have played it before. Then we have games that I totally obtained legally. Uh, so one we have GTA 3. I did the cover art myself. Very beautiful. We got Half-Life 1. And then we got Postal Classic. This one I was honestly way too lazy to do. Then we got Half-Life 2. Obviously, it's going to run pretty shitty, but it's runnable. Then we have Call of Duty 1. This one has the expansion pack built in on it. And then last but not... Oh, never mind. That's just the Windows Vista install disk. Yep, that's basically all the games I have on it. So, yeah. Alright, so this is me testing the game to show what kind of performance it gets. Yet again, processor's got a dual 2-core Intel processor. There I was testing the speakers, pretty quiet if I'm gonna be honest. But here's Fraps. Surprisingly, Call of Duty ran fucking horribly, and it was really concerning because I have a Pentium M that runs it better. So I was getting like 20 to 15 FPS, and I even tried turning down the settings, and it was really fucking weird. It just didn't work. So yeah, that's that. Really frustrating. So I think and also the textures were glitched out. I think maybe a corrupted ISO image. So I'm gonna try to resurface the disk with some polish. Maybe try reinstalling it. That doesn't work. Maybe it's the fucking operating system. The game came out before Vista, so maybe just these compatibility settings. Anyways, here I go testing GTA 3. GTA 3 ran beautifully, pretty smooth for a laptop, and it most definitely playable. With all the settings, I couldn't turn the resolution higher, but yeah, it ran up at like 30 plus FPS. I think in the bigger town, I think it hit like 20 to 25, more than playable for me at least. But yeah, it's playable. Also, it kept closing or minimizing for some reason, or like randomly pausing. I think it's the CPU stuttering, but it's really weird. So maybe the CPU is failing. Gives me a chance to upgrade it. And then here I go testing Splinter Cell, which requires you to have the CD in the game, CD in the computer tested, and yeah, it ran pretty well. Got like 30 to 50 FPS on the inside. Here you go on the inside. I'm just testing it. I couldn't get past the lock picking part because it's been like more than a year since I played the game. But yeah. Alright, now we're going to try Half-Life. Now, obviously, Half-Life is going to run. At the beginning, when I do test it, it isn't the best, surprisingly. But then, after, like, a few minutes, or, like, 30 a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, it starts to get up in better FPS. I don't know why. When I started the game in the hazard training, it started at, like, 9 FPS, and slowly made its way up, and then stayed at a consistent, like, 60 to... like 50, I say like 50 to 90, in between there. And here I am testing Half-Life 2. Before I do it, obviously I'm going to turn down all the fucking settings. Got lowest ratio for resolution. Turn down everything to low. And obviously, it's fucking Half-Life 2 on a laptop, so you're kind of expected to do that. And it took a pretty long time to load, so obviously node graph out of date. But yeah. On the train, I was getting really shitty FPS. And I don't know if it's because in the train there's a lot of peripherals moving around me. That could be the issue. But once I got off, it got at a pretty steady 20 FPS. I'd say this ran as if not as good as the original Xbox port. So that's like 30 FPS. So it's playable, but not preferred. Anyways, so you can see me go into the thing. We talk to Barney, and that's when I just stop testing it. So here's me testing Morrowind, and turns out I forgot to mention it, and it turns out it just shits itself and doesn't work at all, and it says it stopped working. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna bother. unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call this video a dud. Surprisingly, it's really fucking weird because this thing somehow runs way fucking worse than my Dell Latitude D505, which has the same amount of RAM and a Pentium M, which is a single core processor. And the Pentium M is clocked at the Pentium M is clocked at, I think, from what I remember, 2.4 gigahertz, which, yeah, but yet again, that's a single core processor, not a dual core like this one. So I don't know why Call of Duty 1 is running so badly. It's very interesting. I don't know if the operating system can be affecting it because on my 505 I have Windows XP. But yeah, so I say I'm gonna do some research on that, and yeah, let me you guys know what you think of this project in the comments. I'll probably do some off-camera work maybe to make it run better, you know. But other than that, pretty happy with it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a comment. What else do you think I should get next time? I should get a so-and-so laptop on eBay and buy it, restore it under $30 or something like that. Anyways, this whole project cost under $50, showing anyone can do retro gaming. Unless you're like dirt poor. But $50 for a laptop that can play GTA 3, that's pretty good. I bet you can find a cheaper one, or one that's slightly more expensive on eBay that's better. But you do you. This was originally going to be a personal project, but I thought I might post it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a comment. Yeah, thanks.